Classroom with Auntie Taiwo. So today we'll be doing another question under acid-base titration, our acid-base calculations, which is our volumetric analysis. If you have not subscribed, kindly do so and click on the notification bell so that you can get notified anytime we put up our videos. So let's see what we have on the board. Okay, like I emphasized the last time, we have the two kinds of concentration. We have concentration in mole per dm cube, which is the molar concentration, and we have concentration in grams per dm cube, which is the mass concentration. So you can be given any of this in the question and it will lead you to what you're actually expected to do. So in this question, we'll be calculating concentration in mole per dm. Okay, let's see what we have on the board. 20.30 cm cube of a solution containing 5 grams of an acid H2Y neutralizes 25 cm cube of solution containing 4 grams per dm cube NaOH. Calculate the concentration of the acid in mole per dm cube. Calculate the molar mass of the acid. Calculate the value of Y, then the percentage by mass of Y. Now, the questions can come in different ways. In fact, we will still go to the essence of calculating water of crystallization, the percentage by mass of water of crystallization in a particular acid-base titration, even percentage purity, whereby you have some percentage of it that are actually impure. So please, let's go to the board. Let's come and solve. So the first thing we are going to do here is to write our what? The chemical equation. That's the first thing to do. And one thing about this is that if your chemical equation is not balanced, you are not going to have what? The correct answer. You will not arrive at a safe landing if you miss this first step of your chemical equation. Yes. So let's try and see how we are going to balance. So I'm going to have N2Y plus H2O. Okay, so it's not yet balanced, so I'm going to put 2 here, then there will be 2 here. Okay, so now let's move. So with the parameters that we have on the board, they say calculate the concentration of the acid in mole per dm cube. Okay, we are being given only the mass concentration, which is the concentration in grams per dm cube for both the acid and the base. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to look for the concentration of the base in mole per dm cube before I can go ahead and calculate for the concentration of the acid in mole per dm cube. So I'm going to use concentration in mole per dm cube equals to concentration in grams per dm cube over molar mass. We are solving for the base, yes. So the molar mass of NaOH is 40, but let me show us NaOH. So sodium is 23 plus 16 plus 1. So that gives me what? 40. Right. So the concentration in grams per dm cube of NaOH that was given is 4. So I have 4. Molar mass is 40. So I have what? 0.1 mole per dm cube for the base. Okay, so now I'll proceed to my first question. So I'll be using CAVA over CBVB equals to NA over NB. So I'm going to write out our parameters before we proceed. Okay, my CA is what we are looking for. VA is 20.30. Okay, CB is 0.1. VB is 25. NA number of the mole of the acid is 1, and my NB is 2. Please, I keep emphasizing, if your equation is not balanced, there's no how you can arrive at the correct answer. Imagine the number of moles are wrong, then the question when you are about solving is going to be wrong. And another thing is when you are doing the change of the subject of formula, you need to be careful as well. So I'll make CA the subject of the formula. So my CA is going to be CB, VB, Na over VA NB. Okay, so I can now substitute my values. Yes, I can substitute my values, my CA, and when you are substituting your value, you need to be careful as well. 0.1 multiplied by my VB is 25, my NA is 1. Yes, my NA is 1, my VA is 20.30 multiplied by my NB is 2. So in all, I'm expected to have 0.0616 mole per dm cube. So I have solved for the first question, which is what? Which is the concentration of the acid in mole per dm cube. So the second question says I should do what? I should calculate the molar mass of the acid. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to use molar mass as the subject of the formula. So I will say molar mass equals what? My molar mass A is going to be what? Is going to be concentration in grams per dm cube divided by concentration in mole per dm cube. Okay, so the concentration in grams per dm cube that was given is what? 5 was given for the acid. 5 divided by the concentration that I got here, 0.0616. Okay, so in all, 5 divided by what? 0.0616 is going to give me 81 gram per what? Mole. So we'll proceed to the next one, which is what? The value of Y. So my H2Y is what was given, so our Y is missing, so I will now equate it to the molar mass, which is what? 81. Hydrogen is 1 times 2, 2 plus Y equals to 81. Then my Y will be 81 minus what? 70 minus 2. So my Y will be 79. So going to the last question, we are being asked to calculate the percentage by mass of Y. So the percentage by mass of Y will be what? 79 divided by 81 multiplied by 100. Yes, so in all, we are expected to have 97.5%. So we have been able to solve the 4 questions under this acid-base calculation. Please, the first thing, like I emphasize, is to have a balanced equation. And please, when you are doing your subject, change of subject or formula, please, you need to be careful as well. Then when you are putting in the parameters, students tend to mismatch VA with VB or the NA with the NB. So please be careful when you are solving these questions, because the truth of the matter is when you do well in your practical exams, then you will definitely have a good result. All right, so please tell your friends that something is happening on YouTube. It is Chem Classroom with Taiwo. Thank you for staying tuned. God bless you. Thank you.